Hi, and thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to be talking about how to teach Yin Yoga. Yin Yoga is one of my favorite practices. It gives us an opportunity to slow down and to connect with the lunar, feminine side of our experience. When we look at Yin Yoga, we have to take a few things into consideration. Yin is the opposite of Yang. Yang is the masculine, hot, moving, doing part of the experience, and Yin is the feminine, cool, sleepy, calm part of the experience. Yin is lunar, and Yang is solar. And so we can start to see the aspects of Yin and Yang and their duality. When we practice Yin asana, we practice slowing down, contemplative practices, and energetic practices. There's a misunderstanding in the community around Yin Yoga and what its purpose actually is. Yin Yoga is designed to work with the plastic tissues in the body. The Yang tissues in the body consist of the muscles, the blood, and the connective tissue, including the fascia. The Yin tissues in the body consist of the plastic tissues, the bones, the joints, the cartilage, and the ligaments. When we are doing Yang practices like weightlifting, running, or jogging, biking, or Vinyasa Yoga, we are moving and doing. We're engaging the muscles, and we're creating tiny little micro tears in the tissues. The idea is, after the body recovers, those micro tears get repaired, and the muscles and the tissues become stronger. When we're practicing Yin Yoga, we're actually doing the same thing, only we're doing it with the plastic tissues in the body. So we're using the principle of appropriate stress within the joint structure itself to create micro tears in the ligaments that attach the joints together. When this happens, there is an opportunity for healing and strengthening within those tissues, and then the joint itself becomes stronger. It's important to teach Yin in a cool environment. Teaching Yin to practitioners who are already warm in their body defeats the purpose of practicing Yin. When we practice asana practice, like Vinyasa, prior to practicing Yin practices, we are actually moving the effort from the plastic tissues to the Yang tissues. So for example, if I do a Vin-Yin class and I practice 30 minutes of Vinyasa Yoga, my body's warm and I am ready to move. Then I ground myself in a Yin practice, and rather than the stress moving into the joint, it actually goes into the muscles and their attachments. This can cause injury and isn't advised overall. Bernie Clark is one of the authorities in the world of Yin Yoga. In fact, much of this section is based on his book about Yin Yoga. In the original version of the book, Bernie talked about not practicing Yin in a warm room or with Vinyasa Yoga. It's come to my attention recently that Bernie has changed his perspective on adding heat to Yin, and I respect that. I really do. From the perspective of a yoga therapist, I will disagree with any inclination or suggestion to practice Yin Yoga in a heated environment. Ultimately, when we practice in a heated environment, our muscles become supple, and sometimes we go too deep too quick. The fact of the matter is, Yin Yoga is aimed at working with the plastic tissues, and when my muscles are cold, they will not allow me to get into the attachments because I will be too engaged in the practice. Engagement in Yin protects the attachments in the muscles and allows the appropriate stress to be directed at the joint, which is exactly the intention of the practice itself. I hope this has been a useful lecture. We're going to go over sequencing yin and yin postures in this section, and how we can use yin before surgery and after surgery to prepare. I hope you get a lot out of this section and enjoy the practice as much as I do.